Hello, in this video, we're going to be exploring how you can create many-to-many relationships with Liferay objects. Now, the many-to-many relationship isn't as common as the one-to-many, but it's still very important for modeling many real-world applications. As the name implies, each object of type 1 can be related to 0, 1, or many objects of type 2. The difference here is that each of those objects of type 2 could be related to multiple objects of type 1. Some common examples that you may run into of many-to-many relationships would be things like projects and employees. Any employee might be working on multiple projects at one time, and each project could have many employees assigned to it. Another example would be students and classes. Each student may take multiple classes. Each class will have multiple students enrolled. Now, for our use case, we're going to continue working with our ticketing application that we've started in previous videos. Our many-to-many relationship, however, is going to be a little bit different because we're actually going to be modeling related tickets. So we're going to actually have tickets on both sides of this object relationship. Now, there's a lot of different reasons why you might want to relate tickets. You could have tickets that are parent and child tasks and subtasks, for example. But some of the many-to-many types of relationships could be things like blockers, tickets that are blocking other tickets, and tickets that are blocked by other tickets. For our use case, we're just going to have a more general relationship. Tickets that may share common symptoms, tickets that may have a common solution. And again, this could be useful for our customers so that they could identify maybe quality problems with their product or just general customer support trends. Now, because each ticket could be linked to multiple other tickets, and each of those tickets could have other multiple tickets that it's linking to, really the many-to-many relationship is ideal. Now, whenever you're working with related data, we need to consider what happens when one record is deleted. Now, when we're thinking about record deletion, we can think of these as still having a parent-child relationship where the ticket that's initiating the relationship is the parent and any of those related tickets are the child. And we have different options for how we could handle that. Now, with the many-to-many, most of the time you're going to probably use the disassociate deletion method, where if you delete the parent ticket, the ticket that started the relationship, the other tickets are going to be unaffected. They can stand on their own as just standalone tickets. But Liferay does also provide a cascade deletion method where all of the related tickets would be deleted when the parent ticket is deleted, or the prevent deletion method, where if a ticket is participating in a relationship, you would not be allowed to delete that ticket. Now, in Liferay, on the other side of that relationship, the child side, it's always going to be a disassociate relationship or a disassociate delete strategy. So if you delete one of those child tickets, it would never delete the parent ticket. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at how all of this is handled inside of Liferay. And here in Liferay, I'm already logged in. So I'm going to go straight into the control panel and go directly to objects, and we're going to be working with a ticketing object. Now, because all of our objects that we're relating to each other are in the same folder, it's easy to work within that model builder view. If I hover on tickets and grab one of these handles, I can easily connect it to another handle, creating a relationship, in this case, a relationship back to itself. Just like with the one-to-many relationship, we need to give this a label, and I'm just going to call this tickets to tickets. We get a name, and here's where the type is already defined for us. Many records of ticket are going to be related to many records of ticket. We can go ahead and save. And if we click on this, we can see what the relationship details are here. And you can see that by default, the deletion type was set to prevent. I'm going to change that to disassociate. Again, if I delete that parent ticket, I don't want it to automatically delete all of the related tickets. Okay. From here, we do want to go ahead and edit a few other values here of the ticket. We're going to go and move over to the page view, a more forms-based approach to working with tickets. And we want to have an easy way to create these relationships without having to build all of our front end. So remember, Liferay gives us our layouts and views. They're auto-generated, but if we want to see these types of many-to-many relationships, we're going to have to manually edit that view. So I'm going to go into my layout, and I'm going to use that basic layout that we've created in a previous video. And if I go to the Layout tab, I can see what I've got currently. I already have my ID, a subject, a description, a priority, and assignee. So I want to add relationship to that. And for a many-to-many relationship, I need to add a new tab. So I'm going to add a new tab, and I'm going to call this related tickets. And here's where I can select that this is going to be relationships. And I want to use the ticket to tickets. Now, because we have this many-to-many relationship from tickets back to itself, it can be a little confusing. But again, we have the parent side. That's the ticket that is initiating the relationship. And then we have the child side. So we could actually have a tab that shows each of these. So for the first one, I'm going to select the parent relationship. And I will save that. And I'll create another tab. And this one I'm going to call tickets related to me. And I'll select the relationship here. And this would be the child relationship. I'll go ahead and save. And save here at the bottom of the screen. And everything should be published automatically here. So I can go to my ticket application. And you may recall in an earlier video, we published that under applications, custom app tickets. And if we go to one of these tickets, for example, this one here, need help with my frames, we'll see that we now have a new tab called related tickets and tickets related to me. If I click on the related tickets tab, I can select from existing tickets. And again, maybe there's a few tickets that are related to this problem of maybe a loose frame, a loose screw. So my frames fell apart. That looks like a related ticket. And my glasses fell apart. So all of these look like they may have related symptoms. So I'm going to create that relationship here. Now, if I look at tickets related to me, there's nothing here yet because no other ticket has reached out and created or initiated that relationship. But if I go back to my main menu or my views, I can take a look at one of these other tickets that I created the relationship for, the my glasses fell apart ticket that Walter created. If I take a look at that ticket, I can see tickets related to me. That ticket 80397 initiated that parent-child relationship to this ticket. But for related tickets, this one I still have not created any of those relationships. Of course, it's totally valid that I might select those tickets that were previously selected in the other ticket, and we can have a web of different tickets that are all related to each other. And of course, because we're using that disassociate method, if I were to delete a ticket, for example, this my glasses fell apart ticket, only this ticket would be affected. If I go back to that very first ticket and look at the related tickets, the other one is still there. So again, that's because we use that disassociate method. Again, this is just a quick introduction to creating many-to-many relationships with Liferay objects. In future videos, we'll continue to explore additional object-related topics. But of course, don't forget, we also have courses available on learn.liferay.com that go into a greater depth and a lot more coverage across all aspects of Liferay objects. Thank you.